Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book on record to play for you. Today's record is Bugs Go to the Dentist for 1978. So let's get started.
Turn. Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Bugs Bunny read-along book. Every time you hear this sound, it means it's time to turn the page in your storybook. Now, if you're ready, we'll start Bugs Bunny Goes to the Dentist. And remember to turn the page every time you hear the sound. Bugs Bunny sat at his little desk, very worried. Crumpled pieces of paper were scattered around him, and he chewed nervously on the end of his pencil. Think, Bugs, think, he muttered. Happy Tooth Week was coming, and Bugs had been asked to write a poem in praise of dental care. Tomorrow, he was supposed to read his poem at the big festival. But the poem still wasn't finished. Bugs stood in front of the mirror and recited his poem in a dramatic voice. I love my pretty pearly teeth, one row above, one row beneath. I brush them morning, noon, and night. He stopped unhappily. He still needed a good last line, but no matter how he tried, he couldn't think of any. What'll I do, he groaned. I must finish this in time for the festival tomorrow. Suddenly, Bugs dashed out of the house and hurried down the street. I'll go visit good old Dr. Gum, he said to himself. Being in a dentist's office will give me inspiration. I might get an idea for my last line. Bugs and Dr. Gum were old friends, and the dentist was glad to see him. He was just finishing with a patient, none other than Elmer Fudd. Hi, Bugs, said Elmer, getting out of the dentist's chair. I just had my teeth cleaned. That's swell, Bugs replied, but it doesn't help me with my last line. Elmer put his hat on. Everybody's waiting to hear your great poem tomorrow, he said. Bugs sighed. The way things are going, they may have to change Happy Tooth Week to Unhappy Rabbit's Week. After Elmer left, Bugs wandered slowly around Dr. Gum's office. He admired the comfortable chair which went up and down and also tilted forward and back. Over the chair, there was a big light which helped the doctor see into people's mouths. Bugs also examined the drill, which Dr. Gum used to remove decayed places which make holes or cavities in teeth. Remember when the drill used to scare you? Asked Dr. Gum. It still does a little, sighed Bugs. Nobody really likes having their teeth drilled, said Dr. Gum, but it's better than having infections and toothaches, and the drill goes so fast that you can hardly feel it. Near the big chair, there was a shelf where the doctor kept lots of small tools. There were metal picks and scrapers to clean teeth with. There was a small glass box filled with cotton balls. And there was a tiny mirror with a handle on it for looking into the patient's mouth. Bugs picked up the mirror and peeked into it, but all he could see was one large rabbit eye. Bugs shook his head. My plan isn't working, he mumbled. No ideas. I may as well go home. But when he looked outside, he saw Bully Benson coming down the street. Bully Benson was very big, also very tough. Bugs had been teasing him, and now Bully was out to get even. Uh-oh, Bugs thought nervously. I'd better hang around here until Bully's gone. He watched as Bully settled himself at the bottom of Dr. Gum's front steps. Bugs scooted back to the examining room. Doc, he said, How about cleaning the old choppers? Happy Tooth Week starts tomorrow, and I want my teeth to be very happy. Dr. Gum was surprised. He looked at his records. I cleaned your teeth just last month, he said. But please, Bugs begged, as a special favor. Dr. Gum shook his head as he put some paste on his cleaning machine and started polishing Bugs Bunny's teeth. You're some rabbit, he said, smiling. Finished at last, Bugs peeked outside again. Bully Benson was still there. Doc, how about some x-rays? Bugs asked. Hold it, Dr. Gum exclaimed. You don't need any x-rays. Anyway, I have to go pick up my lunch. He took off his white coat and put on a sports jacket. You can stay if you want, he said to Bugs, but don't touch my equipment. Bugs was alone in the office. I'll be safe here till the coast is clear, he sighed. But when he looked out the window, he saw Bully Benson coming up the steps. Oh my gosh, he groaned. What a mess. Bugs Bunny acted fast. He pulled on Dr. Gum's white coat. He found the bottom end of a mop and plopped it on his head. He glued a small black comb under his nose, and just as he finished, in marched Bully Benson.
You've got to see me, Doc. I saw your last patient leave, so I know you're free,
said Bully. He climbed into the dentist's chair and poked at his jaw.
My teeth hurt, Doc, especially this one up here. You'd better have a look at it.
Bugs took Dr. Gum's little mirror and peered into Bully's mouth. He tried to disguise his voice. He said. Looks like Gloomus of the Frumus. When's the last time you saw a dentist?
Gosh, said Bully, I never go to the dentist.
Never? Yelped Bugs. But that's terrible.
Bully shrugged. Well, why go to the dentist if nothing hurts? He asked. That sounds dumb to me.
It's not dumb, it's smart, said Bugs, getting excited. If the dentist finds a cavity when it's teeny, he can fill it easily. But if you let it go, the cavity gets bigger, and then you have real trouble. I always brush my teeth 3 times a day, and see Dr. Gum twice a year, and... Bully sat up, puzzled.
But aren't you Dr. Gum?
Bugs saw his mistake. Sure, he said nervously. He's me, all right. I mean, I'm him. That is, Bugs backed away and tripped over a stool. His mop wig fell off, and his fake mustache came loose. Bully Benson jumped up. So, he shouted, it's you! Excuse me. He turned and ran for the door as fast as he could go. Outside, Dr. Gum was just coming back with his lunch. All right, Doc, here's your coat, Bugs gasped. Then he raced down the street with Bully Benson pounding along right behind him.
Wait a minute,
Bully yelled. Bugs Bunny was a very fast rabbit. He was also a very scared rabbit. But Bully was fast, too. They ran down streets and up alleys, through yards and around trees, over hydrants and under benches. But Bugs couldn't shake Bully loose. Bully kept shouting for Bugs to wait for him. Bugs knew what that meant. Bully wanted to beat him up. Near the park, Bugs saw some empty trash cans. Quick as a wink, he dove into one and pulled the lid over him. I'll hide here until he goes by, panted Bugs. Soon, he heard running steps. Then everything was quiet. After a few moments, Bugs raised his head slowly and peered around. He gave a loud yelp. Bully Benson was peering out of the very next can. "No," said Bully, making a swipe in the air. "Oh, no, you don't," cried Bugs, and off he went again with Bully behind him. Bugs raced into an alley. Too late, he saw that it was a dead end, with a high wooden fence blocking his way. Bugs huffed, puffed, and scrambled up the fence. Then he jumped down the other side. But Bully took a shortcut. Crash! He went right through the fence and tackled Bugs. The weary rabbit struggled to his feet, and Bully grabbed him. Bugs was shaking from the tips of his furry ears to the ends of his fuzzy toes. "Can't we talk this over peacefully?" he squeaked. Bully shook Bugs' hand and patted him on the back. "I'm not mad at you, Bugs," he said. "I was chasing you so I could thank you." "Thank you?" gasped Bugs. "Yes," Bully replied. "You really set me straight on this tooth care business. It is important. I'm going right back to Dr. Gum for a checkup. You see, I get a pain in my tooth every time I bite anything." Bugs blinked. "That's it!" he shouted. "You just gave me a rhyme for my poem." The next day was the beginning of Happy Tooth Week. Everyone was at the town square for the big celebration, and there were posters and banners everywhere. The mayor introduced Bugs from the platform. Then Bugs recited his new poem. "I love my pretty pearly teeth, one row above, one row beneath. I brush them morning, noon, and night, so they'll always help me bite." When Bugs finished reciting, everyone shouted and applauded him. 3 cheers for Bugs Bunny! The mayor cheered. Elmer Fudd cheered. Dr. Gum cheered. But the one who cheered the loudest of all was Bugs Bunny's brand new friend with the brand new filling in his tooth, Bully Benson.
So that was Bugs Bunny Go to the Dentist from 1978. So if you like to subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day. Our next book would be Fantastic Four, The Island of Danger.